What's up, people? Today I'm here to talk about the secret to abs that most people miss. The secret is training less is more beneficial to you. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Training less got me better results. I'll tell you when I started doing this. I tried to take my fitness journey a bit more seriously. So what I meant by that is I wanted to get to a point where I wanted to get bigger, I wanted to get stronger, because I was going through a time where I was just going gym with no goal. So I was like to myself, okay, my goal is to get bigger and I'm gonna get as big as possible. So by doing that, I started going gym, I started going crazy, eating like crazy. I wasn't eating the best way, but I was going crazy in the gym. The gym started getting super packed. So I was like to myself, okay, how can I fit in the things that I need to do in less days, but still get the work done? So I reduced my days from 5 to 4. And ever since I did that, my results went through the roof. My strength went through the roof. The way that I chiseled and lost fat was instant. It was crazy how much it changed. It made my performance in the gym better. It's either I increased the rep on the weight that I was working on, or I increased the weight. So it was crazy results. And training less allows your body to have that time in between workouts to recover. So that's the main thing that you should prioritize. As hard as you work out in the gym, you also need to work hard on recovery. And when I say working hard on recovery, I don't mean literally working hard, but I mean treat it the same way you would work hard in the gym. So really prioritize recovery, because that is the biggest thing that will push you to success in your fitness journey. Stop overtraining. Overtraining will kill your gains. It will absolutely diminish your results. It will stop you from achieving certain things and achieving your goals. People think that training 24/7, training 2 times a day, training 6 times a week is gonna get them results. The only thing that it will get you is mental toughness. But will it get you results? It will take much longer. And not only that, you'll start to feel tired. You'll start to feel overworked. Your progress in strength will actually go down. So training so many times in 1 week and overtraining yourself is not worth it. I've been there and I've done that. I used to train 6 times a week and I used to train every body part twice. I did not gain anything from it. I didn't look better. I didn't achieve any strength. That was actually my weakest point. The weakest I ever was when I used to train everything twice a week and I trained 6 times a week. I did not achieve a lot of strength. When you work on strength, you also build muscle. Don't think that just because you train strength, you don't build muscle, which is not true. I built this literally from dips and pull-ups, and those are compound movements. So I literally don't do a single isolation movement. I don't do tricep extensions, I don't do bicep curls, I don't do any of those things. I built all my muscle literally from pushing hard. That's literally it. Create smart gaps in between your workouts. What I mean by that is you want to be able to make the time in between each workout to recover. So for example, I'm going to tell you my regime so it makes more sense. My first workout is on a Tuesday. On Tuesday, I do calisthenics. I do mostly body weight stuff. So I do stuff like planche. I do stuff like front lever. Doesn't mean it's easy. I definitely go hard and I end up tired afterwards. So that's what follows up the next day. So after Tuesday is Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I take the time to rest. I take the time to relax. That's the day that I make sure that after work, I go straight home, I chill, I make sure that I put minimal amount of physical strength into anything I do so that my body can recover in time for Thursday. Thursday, I go to the gym. Thursday is pushing weights, right? That's the only day in the week that I push weights. So I do legs, right? Mostly compound movements. and I also do weighted dips / weighted pull-ups. Alongside that, I also do one compound movement depending on which muscle I'm targeting. So let's say 1 week I'm doing weighted dips. Alongside weighted dips, I will do incline bench. Friday. So on Friday, I do calisthenics again. But the way that I work out on weights, I don't push myself to the point where my muscles are so fatigued that I can't work out on Friday. So every time you work out has to be calculated. Because if I push myself to the absolute limits in terms of fatigue, and I push it to the point where I can't lift a single weight anymore, Friday I wouldn't be able to do my workout. So the way that I do my workout on Thursday is purely focused on pushing to failure on weights that I want to progress in. So in total, in terms of sets, I only do 6 sets of pushing weights. That's literally it, 2 exercises. So after that, it's just Saturday. I have a rest on Saturday. Saturday, I make sure I do the same thing I did on Wednesday, completely chill. And then Sunday, I do a circuit. I do a circuit that has 5 sets. The workout is between 20 to 30 minutes. Get in, get out, and I'm done. And then after we're back on Monday I take another chill. Then back to Tuesday where we do the whole thing again. So as you can see, in between all these workouts, I have times to rest. And everything is calculated that makes me ready for the next workout. That's the same thing that you need to do to make sure that you have the highest and peak performance in every workout that you do. And that way you don't get tired and you give your body time to recover, and you don't start to work out on times where your body is tired, okay? So I can't emphasize enough how important recovery is, especially for us as businessmen. We work in jobs that are physical already. So resting is the hardest thing that we can do. Resting should be so highly prioritized, especially for us, because we are constantly lifting things. We are constantly moving. We are constantly doing something. But taking these points will make sure that you actually recover your body to the maximum so that you can come in ready for work and for the gym. Because if you just continue to work hard and you don't take time to rest, your performance at work will be low, your performance in the gym will be low, your strength will go down, your performance will go down, everything will not be at its peak performance. You have to calculate what works best for you. Everyone's regime is different. The way everyone works is different. So you have to work around what works for you. Around the times where you come to work, around the times you go to the gym. You have to calculate the days that you can rest and can't rest. You have to make sure you also get all your days in at the gym for the week. So you can't skip days just to rest, unless if you feel like that you have a risk of injury, all right? Listen to your body. So let's say you had a workout and you feel like you pulled something, and 2 days later you still feel a bit of pain, but you still go to the gym. No, don't do that. You wanna go to the gym when you know that you're fully recovered and you have 0 risk of injury. If you go in knowing that you have a risk of injury and you do get injured, that's gonna put you out of the game for a very, very long time. You have to do everything appropriately. Rest appropriately, work out appropriately, and take everything into consideration, all right? Because when you're at work, you're not resting. At work, you're doing physical activities. So you have to make sure that the time you do rest, you don't do a single bit of hard work. You go home, you lay down, you chill, you watch TV, you do anything that relaxes your body to the maximum to make sure that you optimize and you maximize the rest that you are partaking. These are the secrets to abs. People would think that you need to work more for abs. No, I'm telling you, you need to work less for abs. As long as your workouts are intense, but you make that time in between to recover, you will see abs and you will see results in absolutely no time. I promise you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you take this information seriously and you will see these results quickly and immediately. So thank you so much, guys, and have a good day.